It is a time of the Great Awakening, and we are being called now to deepen into our hearts, to deepen into our divine nature, to step out of the fear-based consciousness, to no longer allow fear to control us. We are magnificent human beings, and many of us have forgotten that truth and how truly powerful we are. Right now, we are moving from the third dimensional timeline, the fear-based timeline, into a fifth dimensional timeline, fifth dimensional consciousness. So we're moving from fear into love. And right now, so many people are struggling emotionally, struggling mentally, because everything that we have ignored, everything that we have chosen to push under the rug is coming into the light now for all of us to see. And that's why this year is known as 2020. We're being called to see more than we have ever seen before. And as we allow ourselves to see the darkness, to see the corruption, it will not make us feel good inside. We will feel betrayed. You may feel a sense of betrayal. A deep sadness may rise up. And this is what we want. We want to be able to feel everything that's alive inside of us, because this is how we rise up into greater consciousness. To see what is, to see the reality we truly have been living in, so that we can create heaven on earth. We've all been called here at this time, in this lifetime, as souls, to be here right now. To be here, to show up, to remove the mask of fear, to allow our light to truly shine. All the work that we've been doing spiritually, mentally, emotionally, all these years, the accumulation of all of that deep inner work is for this moment, right here, right now. We are all collectively being called to come together and unite, to say no more. We do not allow, we do not give our consent to the dark realms that have been controlling our world. And there's so many people who have no idea what's going on right now, but they soon will. And I'm here to support you in this time, through this transition in awakening. Just take a deep breath in, letting go. We're letting go of an old system, a system that really was never for us. And we're going to be embracing a whole new system, a system of freedom, prosperity for all. And we're moving through incredible change. And a lot of people are really afraid of change. And as we move through change, we are going to be moving through the grieving process, because we're going to be letting go of so much. And I know that it can be challenging emotionally and mentally to see everything that you're seeing right now. This is one of the most important steps in this ascension process that we are in right now. Many of you have seen my book, Living in the Freedom Frequency. If you're interested in buying the book, it's on Amazon. The reason I'm showing you this book is because the front cover is such a great image of allowing you to see the truth of our reality. And when we are born here, we come into darkness. We are in this realm, this fear-based consciousness realm. And our mission here is to wake up to the truth, to wake up, to really discover, to connect to the true essence of who you are. The God self within, the Christ consciousness of you. And as we are living in this fear-based realm, this is where we experience all of those negative emotions, perceived negative emotions. Unfortunately, the controllers of the planet have not really allowed for this process to be easy. We are here now to spiral up from fear into love. And of course, the journey we are to take is through the heart, to opening the heart. And many of us have closed our hearts off because of the fear, because of the betrayal or the resentment and the hurt and the pain from the past. And we're being called right now to let all of that go. It will not help us. It will not help humanity if we do not allow ourselves to process right here and right now, to really understand what is truly happening on this earth right now. It is much more than a virus, my friends. And I know many of you know that. So when we look at fear-based consciousness, we can also look at this as darkness, light. We can look at this as the devil, Lucifer, consciousness here, God. And the controllers of the planet want us to stay in this realm, to allow Lucifer to control you. And we are waking up to this. And it can be a hard truth to swallow. And as we say yes to our light, say yes to our soul, to say yes to love, we rise up. We rise up and we then have the power to co-create a new earth. How do we do this? We need to know that we have a higher self. We have a direct link to God. We have a direct link to Christ consciousness. I refer to that aspect of you as your brilliant self or your higher self. And as you go into meditation, meditation is so important right now. I know you may be filling yourself up as a digital warrior on social media, which is awesome. We need to start waking people up. However, self-care is critical right now. Self-care includes a meditation, because you can be so caught up in your mind to really connect is to sit with that mind, to sit with the fear-based mind, the jealous mind, the angry mind, the mind that feels betrayed, to sit with that mind. and begin to sift out all of those negative thoughts. Because for anything to transform, we must first see the problem. We need to make friends with the problem. And you can only never, ever truly know yourself when you know your mind, when you know how to control your emotions. That means first feeling your emotions, feeling everything that is alive inside of you. And meditation takes you there. It's an active meditation. And this is about just taking 15 minutes a day to sit in silence. Unplug from the matrix, unplug from that fear-based world, and tune in to the fear that lives inside of you so that you can shift through. Because underneath your fear is your divine nature. And all fear is linked to negative emotions. So when you're feeling anger, underneath anger, for instance, is sadness. Underneath sadness is fear. And underneath fear is your divine nature, is your joy, your bliss, your connection to all that is, to God consciousness, to the angelic realm, to the higher dimensional realities. So when you understand that you have, by choice, your own free will to come to this planet, to awaken, to remember your true essence, then you can begin to move through and drop all the veils, all the veils, all the manipulation, the lies that this world has brought to you. Because much of our history, unfortunately, is just that, untruths. The greatest truth that has not been revealed to you is how incredibly amazing and magnificent you truly are as a human being. Your soul is where your power is. And you have the power to rise up out of fear. Meditation is one tool that I highly recommend. And your ego, right? The ego mind is connected to fear-based consciousness. It doesn't make your ego wrong. We need the ego in order to live in third dimensional reality. But you want to be able to control the ego, to put the ego right in its rightful place, so that your soul can guide you, your intuition, your higher self can guide you on this journey. And the ego does not want you connecting to your soul. Your ego does not want you connecting to joy. Your ego does not want you to connect with others. It doesn't want you to love others. It wants to keep you separated, disconnected, in fear, restrict you, keep you small. The ego mind is connected to the collective consciousness of all of those people who are in fear. And the Luciferian realm that holds the construct of fear, again, is not right, wrong, good, or bad. It is what we've needed to wake up. Take a deep breath. Just breathing deep down into your belly. Just expanding your belly. So one tool, meditation. One tool, another tool is deep breathing. highly recommend deep breathing the moment you wake up. 10 deep belly breaths. The moment you are feeling stress, deep breathe. The moment you are feeling fear, deep breathe. As we move forward in the days ahead, there may be moments where you are going to be feeling, and I see this for many people, all of humanity, that there's going to be a deep sense of betrayal. That we have been betrayed by our government, we've been betrayed by the media, we've been betrayed by so many people throughout our entire lives since the moment we've been born. And it is this deep betrayal that we must heal collectively. I'm here to guide those who are ready to move through this time so that we can let go of this old timeline and move into a new timeline that is empowering for all. I know it can be challenging. Another thing you can do is to no longer watch the news, to cancel cable, to cancel the connection to the media, the mainstream media. It does not make you feel good. It was never designed to make you feel good. You are here now, yes, to see and to listen, to know that you will always feel truth in your heart, to question everything. You are even here to question what I am sharing with you because I can only share from my own experience. We are moving from a third dimensional reality, which is what you can see and touch and taste, the five senses, to what is known as 5D reality, fifth dimensional consciousness, which is love-based consciousness. We live in a reality that's based in dimensions. First dimension, second, third, fourth, fifth, and above, right? So third dimensional reality is here, fear-based. Moments and glimpses of beautiful love, yes. Fourth D consciousness is that underworld, the realm of mental thought. It is the realm of constriction, beliefs. And right now what's happening is this 4D consciousness is making itself known. It must make itself known to you so that you can process and you can begin to make a new choice. And this is how we transcend into 5D consciousness. So everything that's been hidden, as I mentioned earlier, will be shown to you. So what I want you to do, I want you to see this third dimensional reality that when you are looking out into the world as a movie being played out, you are the star. Everyone is an actor on your stage. So just like when you watch a movie, we want to be able to disconnect from this 3D reality and just allow it to play out. Do not get caught up in it from a negative standpoint, because it means if you do, you're going to get stuck in it and you're meant to rise up. So if you're feeling connected to this third dimensional reality, this is where you go into meditation and you feel your feelings. You feel your anger. You feel your resentment, your hatred, your jealousy, your doubt. You feel all those negative emotions, whatever it is you are feeling. Because as you feel, you allow for third dimensional reality to no longer have control over you. And then you begin to allow later emotions in. Then you allow for those darker emotions, those heavy emotions, to be released through tears, to be released through sobbing, crying, allowing your anger to be expressed in a healthy way, not on others. We are here to be accountable for everything that we are moving through right now, to be personally accountable for how we feel. So that love can begin to open your heart, to awaken you to inner peace. Peace is who you truly are. And some of us have forgotten that, especially in this time right now. There's so much happening and so much propaganda, so much fear being circulated in the world. So if you have enjoyed anything I've shared, if you have felt or tuned into any alignment with what I'm sharing with you, please subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be sharing more videos as we move through this time. To know that you are supported and you are not alone. There are many of us that are rising up right now, and we need to come together. We are all creating heaven on earth. Love to all of you. Namaste.